In many cultures, love, marriage, and family are the bedrock of society. But there's one place where these ideals are turned upside down. A place where there are no marriage ceremonies, where monogamy is not valued, and where parents conventionally lead separate lives. Here, fathers aren't expected to raise their own children, and men and women swap partners as they please. This society also has no word for marriage, and to some outsiders, it's a haven of free sex and forbidden love. Lake Lugo in remote southwest China, home to the Mosua people for more than 1,600 years. They have their own religion, customs, language, and song. In a village at the foot of a sacred mountain, locals sing of the goddess Kaimu, in a place where women hold sway. This is a society governed by grandmothers, like 78-year-old Kataduma Aya.
The mother is the most important person, the most important thing in the world. Because without a mother, you cannot have life. They're the ones who nurture and give birth.
Kataduma is a matriarch, the female head of her extended family.
It's my responsibility in the family to delegate jobs and look after the family's money.
Her son, 37-year-old Suna, is the village chief. Yet in many ways, his mother wields more power than he does.
Taking an order from a mother is different than taking an order from a woman in the West. It is a very natural thing here, because of our deep respect and love for our mothers.
Like most Mosua men, Suna will live with his mother and his blood relatives for his entire life.
Most men live with their mother because she is the most respected person, and they don't want to leave their mother alone.
But as he does most nights, Suna slips away after dinner to another house to be with his lover and share her bed. But he's not alone. Back at Suna's mother's house, his sister, Adair, waits for her own lover, who will also spend the night with her. And under the cover of darkness, other men in the village quietly steal away for a night of what some outsiders consider free love. Some men even creep up walls to enter their lovers' bedrooms to avoid prying eyes. Only women are allowed private bedrooms. Men can stay the night, but must return to their mother's home after daybreak. Suna has 2 children with his lover Jima, but the couple mostly live separate lives. It's a relationship the Mosua call a walking marriage. There are no wedding vows and no matrimonial ceremony. This seemingly casual sexual relationship has given the Mosua a notorious reputation with outsiders.
That's part of the media hype around the Musuo, is that they're practitioners of free love. And in the eyes of many of the tourists coming to visit the Musuo, this means they can walk up to a woman, snap their fingers, and she'll jump into bed with them. And that's absurd.
Local and overseas tourists visit the darkened streets near Lake Lugo looking for sex. Prostitutes from outside the area cater to the tourists. The Mosua believe this illegal sex trade is hurting their culture.
Outsiders come for and pay for sex. And women of different ethnic groups come to work here as prostitutes. They spread diseases, and it's very bad for the locals. It's going to ruin the traditional culture. This is not a walking marriage. It's prostitution.
Women are considered paramount in Mosua society and in daily life. In the West and many other cultures, family descent is usually traced through men. But the Mosua are matrilineal. Inheritance passes down through females, like Kataduma and Jima.
Because the households are matrilineal, so I'm part of my mother's household. When I'm born, I live in my mother's household, not my father's or no one else's, and I stay in that household throughout my life. And so wealth passes down through the mother's line.
Women also play an important role in Mosua religion, which combines Buddhism with traditional animist beliefs. The nearby mountain Jimu is considered a female guardian spirit of the Mosua. Villagers gather each year to honor the chief Mosua goddess, Chimu. The communal celebration is also an opportunity for flirting. Sexual interest is shown with a gentle touch of the fingers. Women are often the first to initiate sexual contact, and romance may be just a playful finger away.
We can tickle the man's hands at the dancing party. It's a place to come and dance and get to know each other.
A simple touch can trigger a night of love or lust. The Mosua can also have several sexual partners at the same time. And although monogamy is common in many societies, it hasn't always been the rule.